Hi my lovelies, welcome back to my channel, and for everybody who is new, I'm Leorah and I'm so glad you found me. So welcome to today's video, which is of course going to be all about makeup releases in this last week, and so much is happening and it's so hard to keep track of everything, and there are so many new brands to talk about, and it's kind of, I don't even know what's happening. Has it always, sweeties, you have to tell me, has it always been this way that there are so many new brands, or is this something that we're just seeing now? Because if you're not new here, you know that I'm sort of newish to the beauty community and I don't know. You know, I just really don't know. And I'm only doing those kinds of videos now for a year, and I've gotten like to learn about a lot of brands, but I feel, especially now lately, it's like 10 new brands that I find every single week, and it is kind of a bit overwhelming. On the other hand, it is also so super cool because it's abundance, and everything that is abundance is Leorah. So, all right, sweeties, let's not ramble on. Let's go right into it. Of course, Samantha March is the original creator of this whole show, and you will find her linked in the description box. Also, all the brands that I'm talking about, as long as they do have a website, and if not, I will give you their Instagram account or something. And if you're interested in what makeup I'm wearing, it will be in a pinned comment in the comment section. So, and with that, we're starting to work. Okay, so let's maybe go in with this here first. So this is a sneak peek of Leslie Cosmetics. This is a palette that is coming soon. Of course, you can already see that this is big and that is cool. I really like that. Now I don't know if this is the whole palette or if it extends beyond the picture, so I cannot really see how many shades are there all together, but I can see that there are shimmers, that there are mattes, which is nice. It looks like there is going to be a good range between light and dark, just from the shades of gray that we are seeing here basically. So that is coming soon. I will definitely let you know. I have no price, I have no release date or anything, but I will update you. Then the next thing is another sneak peek of the Flower Child palette. We have spoken about this a couple weeks back, and I could only show you the outer packaging. It was like one of these old-fashioned buses, like mini buses on the beach or somewhere in the country. Do you remember this? The color scheme was like really lovely. If I find the picture, I'll put it up. That's what we saw here, and now we're seeing the first two shades. Now, of course, I'm filming this 2 days before you're seeing this. If there is something till I finish editing that I can still include, then I will also do it, and that of course applies to everything that I'm talking about. Okay, so these are the first two shades as of right now. This is what I see here. It's a nice coral shade. It looks like a matte, and then a green shimmer. Yeah, looks good. I can see that there are, I think, 3 or 4 glitters, pressed glitters in the palette, so we shall see, but for now it looks really nice. So this is coming soon. The next do you hear the gardener? This is so rude. Anyway, I hope he stays away. I hope I can keep filming. Okay, so this is now the Summer Sunset eyeshadow palette from BNX Cosmetics. This is how it looks. It's pretty much a very lovely, warm-toned, really nice. Like, it looks like fire, honestly, like a little bit like fire. Of course, it doesn't have like a real yellow, but it looks like warm sunshine, like beach, like, you know. I kind of see it, not for myself, because as you know, not vibing with the warm tones too much right now, but in general, I think the color scheme looks really nice. There are nice dark mattes there. There are nice lighter shades in there too. So that is going to retail for $17, and that is already available as far as I know. The next thing is a new release from Fearless Face Cosmetics. That is another new brand. I don't think we have been speaking about this brand yet. So this is the palette, and it's called I Am. Now, of course, there are going to be a lot of releases that are rainbow releases, you know, that are coming up now, of course. So anyway, this is a 9-pan palette. It has, I think, 3 pressed glitters on the bottom row. The rest is mattes and 1 shimmer, as far as I can see. Now, for me personally, I need more depth in the palette. So for me, I would need like 2 more dark mattes. That would be great. You know, that would make it nicer for me. Of course, it's a nice palette, but anyway, I'm not vibing too much with just 9-pan palettes. I sort of, you know, 12 plus would be nice. But anyway, that is what it is. This is launching on May 27th, and that's what it is. So yeah, there you go. This is the I Am palette from Fearless Face Cosmetics. The next one is actually super, super exciting for me, and that is also a new brand, and that is Chantal Chiara Beauty. Where are you coming from, sweeties? Really, look at this palette. This is awesome. This is really, really awesome. The size is right for me. The color scheme is right for me. It's bright, it's vibrant, it's everything. It's beautiful. I love it. I absolutely love it. So this is the Sugar Crush eyeshadow palette. It has 25 bright colors and it is releasing on May 28th. Unfortunately, I do not have a price, but that is something that I could see. That is definitely something I could see. I'm not 100% sure right now if there are also shimmers in the palette. It looks very matte to me, but I could be wrong. But the color scheme is lovely. I love it. Well, what's not to love? It's colorful. I love it. Okay, let's move on to Marc Jacobs. So Marc Jacobs has launched their gold collection summer line. Okay, so we are talking about the iconic eyeshadow palette in Extravagance, which is retailing for close to $50. Then we have highliners that are retailing for $26 each. What is a highliner? I mean, it's those pencils that you can see here, but is this an eyeliner or is it a highlighter that you then smudge out? I honestly have no idea. Maybe it's something like a multi-use thing, who knows. So, and then there is the mascara in black, of course, that is $27. And yeah, so that is of course not for me, but I wanted to mention it because I always love to talk about very super expensive makeup. Okay, the next one is actually really, really funny because I got tagged in this and it looks like that. So sweeties, I know you're loving and you're tagging me because you're loving, and I love it. There's so much love going around here. But this palette is a monster. Sweeties, this is a monster, and I know I love big palettes. I love big palettes. Give me 50 shades, that is okay, but this is, I think, almost 100 shades. This is almost a little bit too much even for me, you know? So plus, what I really cannot stand about this palette, besides that it is a little bit it's over the top and it is very repetitive also, and what I really don't like about this palette is that the pans, the actual eyeshadow pans, are framed with different color framings, and that is so distracting for my eyes personally that it makes it super hard to actually see what is there. I mean, if you already make a palette like this, then at least put it in like on a dark background, you know, or on a white background, whatever, but don't confuse your eyes more than what is already there, because if you have close to 100 shades, then it's 99 shades. That is already super confusing and overwhelming for the eyes. You do not need to add to this. So I think the packaging is not very smart, but anyway, so it has shimmers, it has glitters, it has mattes. I can't. It's going to retail for $50. It's called Carnival World of Brazil or something. I think it's from Jink Beauty. If it's pronounced that way, I'm not 100% sure. But yeah, you gotta really love your big palettes. And I do. I really do. I'm not going away from it. I promise you. I love big palettes, but 99 shades, sweeties, that is even for me. Like when I do my reviews, you know, and I dig my way through the palette, and I do that till I have basically used every shade. Do you know how long I would be stuck with one palette? This is like mind-boggling. Now, I like the vibrancy of the shades, you know. I don't know what the quality is going to be if you pay $50 for basically 100 shadows, but I don't even want to comment on this. It's really not even, like, I'm not even considering any of this. So let's move on to MAC, and MAC is coming out with a Honor of Kings collection. Now, I don't know what is Honor of Kings, sweeties. Is that a TV show? Is that a video game? What is it? I don't know. I don't live that kind of a life. I don't have time for TV. I don't have time for video games. I'm basically running from 3:30 in the morning till like 10 at night, and then I'm dead. I'm tired, you know. So I have no idea. So you can feel free to enlighten me in the comment section. But that is 4 bundles basically inspired by Honor of Kings, and it always includes a quad and an extra dimension skin finish highlighter concealer, I guess, and then also a lipstick. So it looks nice. I mean, for me, it's not. I'm not going to voluntarily buy a quad if I can avoid it. But yeah, it looks all very cohesive, very nice. That is all I have to say about this. I don't have a price and I don't know what it is about. I really don't. All right, moving on to Morphe, and there is of course another Pride release like the other one, the I Am palette that we just spoke about, the Rainbow palette. So this is of course what they're coming out, and so there is the palette, and then we also have, I think, a brush set and lip glosses and a setting mist, and that is all of course in collaboration with a organization that is GLSEN. I don't know if one says it that way, but that is an organization that like deals with inclusivity for LGBTQ youths. So anyway, so that is in collaboration with that organization. And what do I think about the palette? I don't know if one can do so much with it. You know, it depends what makeup style you have, but for my makeup style, I don't think I could do that much with it. I am anyway taking a break from Morphe right now, so I'm not buying from them. But this looks, sorry, like this is all a shimmer or glitter or something. So for me personally, that is a big no-no. Color scheme is cute, but it's just not, it's not for me. Okay, the next one is a sort of surprise release from Urban Decay. Haven't heard from Urban Decay for quite some time, no? Or maybe something slipped by me, but anyway, so this is the Naked Ultraviolet Palette. We're still going with the Naked because clothing is so boring, so we're going with the Naked because it still sells apparently. So yeah, that is 12 shades with mattes and metallics and holographic shimmers. Now, the color scheme looks cute. Is it revolutionary? No, but I think it actually looks really cute, and it looks cohesive, and it makes sense. So I've never tried Urban Decay, have no idea. I've heard people raving about the, what was it called again? The honey, the last one, the Naked Honey, right? The Naked Honey palette, but I don't know. I mean, this would be something I would be interested in, but am I going to go ahead and buy it? No, because there is so much other stuff that I'm way more interested in. But anyway, so that is this is a mix of peachy neutrals, trippy lilacs. What is trippy? Comment section, what is trippy? Okay, magnetic violets and blacklight purples from soft to bold. Okay, it's coming soon. I don't have a date yet, but it looks cute enough. Then the next thing is from Elf Cosmetics, and Elf Cosmetics is collaborating again with Jkissa, and they're coming out with this. So this palette is actually, you know, this column theme that we had a couple of times going on now. It actually makes sense because, like, for me, for my makeup style, it absolutely makes sense. I've said that over and over again that I like it when brands do this, because I personally love to have a row of, I don't know, even include glitters. I don't care, you know, a row of a shimmer, a metallic, a matte, and the glitter, but all in the same color scheme. Of course, not everything in the same depth of the color, but the same color scheme, all greens, all reds, all blues, whatever. So this is a little bit what we were seeing here, and I kind of really like it. It's the To The Rescue eyeshadow palette. It retails for $20 and it's cute. And then there's also a To My Heart eyeshadow duo for $12, and then there's also a brush set. Yeah, so I think it's cute. I don't know about Elf Cosmetics. I've never tried it, but anyway, so that's what it is. I have a feeling I might come back to Elf later. Do I? No, that was NYX, and we are coming to that in a second. So first we want to talk about Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. So she has now added a mascara to all of her products, which is retailing for $29. It says here it will keep your lashes curled and in place without ever smudging or flaking, and it's a long wear mascara. Now, I'm not into super, like, I don't care about mascara really, because I'm wearing lashes all the time. I just need any waterproof mascara that doesn't smudge, and to just put it on my eyelashes, so the difference between my eyelashes and the falsies is not so drastic, right? So that is the only reason why I'm at all having mascara here, because really I only need something for my lower lash line, and that is it. So I'm not super excited about this. But the other thing is a Ultimate lipstick primer, which retails for $19. That could be something, you know, that could be something. I don't know. I've never tried anything from Linda Hallberg Cosmetics. I've heard, of course, other creators speak about her a lot and also trying her out. A lip primer that could actually make sense also for me, because I'm wearing lipstick every single day and I kind of getting more and more into lip products. So that could be something that I'm interested in. But yeah, so that is that. Is this already live? I don't even know. I don't know. Yeah, it will be available. I think when you see this, it is already available, but you should check, obviously. Okay, so now we're moving on to NYX, and also NYX is coming out with a Pride 2020 palette, which looks like this. Now, I think I have a palette from NYX that looks very, very similar. Now, I don't remember the name. Was there a neon palette or something that looked very, very similar? Could that be like 2 years ago or something? But anyway, I mean, how often can you reinvent the rainbow? I'm not faulting the brands for it. It's just the way it is. You know, this is what it is. So we have, of course, this palette here, and then we also have a bullet lipsticks that actually look really, really nice. They say here they are satin lipsticks, which I'm absolutely up for. And then what else? We also have the Vivid Pride eyeliners for $7 each. Really, really nice, you know? Really nice release. Okay, we're moving on to Maybelline, and Maybelline is coming out with a new lip product which is called the Lifter Gloss. It has wow, this is always so hard, hyaluronic acid. And it says here this formula visibly smooths lip surface, and enhances lip contour with high shine, and it has an extra large wand for one swipe application. I personally don't care about this. I never apply my lip products with one swipe, no matter what I do. But I kind of really like this, you know? It's light, it's cute, it's romantic. Kind of really like this. Will it come to my country? I have absolutely no clue. Probably not. But if I see something like this around here in our drugstore, I will probably want to try it. The next thing is from the Collective Cosmetics, and this is the Werewolf Bundle. And this apparently is not a new bundle, but it has come back in stock because people really love that bundle and wanted it to come back. So they're bringing it back. This is how it looks. It comes in 3 different variations. I think that looks actually really nice. I think this bigger shade is a highlighter shade. I would think so. I don't know. It doesn't say here. And then there is, of course, a liquid lipstick or a lip gloss. I'm not 100% sure. Yeah. And again, the product shoot. How does one say it? Is it product shoot or is it product shot? Comment section, please. Help. Okay, so anyway, it's phenomenal. As always, the Collective Cosmetics is just absolutely rocking it. Okay, then the next thing is a update, because if you remember a couple of weeks ago, we spoke about Angel Empire Cosmetics and we saw the outer packaging and I think the empty palette from the inside of the Mushroom Baby palette. Now, this is how it looks. It looks, I gotta be honest, I hate when people say that. I'm not gonna lie, I'm gonna be honest. Honestly, why saying that? I don't know, but it just slips out. Yeah, so anyway, I expected something else. I expected a little bit more like a forest, you know, like an enchanted forest kind of a thing. But that's just me, you know? So Mushroom Baby, I don't know what the thought behind it is, like how does a Mushroom Baby look, you know? So anyway, I think it's a cute palette nonetheless. It's really sweet, and that's what it is. So this is now available for $35 and that's what you get. So it's cute. It doesn't have pressed glitters, it just has mattes and shimmers, and it's really sweet. Okay, the next one is a sneak peek from Royals Beauty, another new brand that I have not spoken about as of yet. And here we are seeing the I think it's called Pura family. Is that true? I think it's a bit hard to read, but I think it's Pura family palette, and this is going to be how it's going to look. So it looks like there could be at least 2 pressed glitters in this. It's hard to see, but I think there is one, the shade in the middle row to the left, and then the shade in the lowest and the bottom row to the right might be pressed glitters. Besides that, it looks like there's going to be nice depth in the palette. There's going to be also nice lighter shades in the palette. Super excited to see what is coming. Then something that I forgot honestly really that I forgot to talk to you about last week. I don't know, it just slipped through my file here and I don't know what happened. So of course I should have spoken about this here last week already. So this is from Haus Labs and this is the Stupid Love palette, and actually it's kind of good that I did miss talking about it, because now I saw already Annette from Annette's Makeup Corner use it on her channel and do a first impression with it. Now I'm always disappointed with Haus Labs. I'm always, you know, I don't want to say that this palette is bad or anything. She only said that the shimmers were a little bit thin and she didn't like that, Annette. She didn't like that so much, but color scheme wise, I don't think it is a bad palette. It makes sense, it's cute, whatever. But when you think that it is the brand of Lady Gaga, who wears raw meat as a dress, doesn't that look a little bit blah, sweeties? Now I don't know. I'm not following her. I don't know if she has changed, because I think her wildest time is over. That was years back. So maybe she has had a change of heart. Maybe she's growing up. Maybe she's growing out of it, out of the meat. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is. And I should just sort of correct my expectations of her. But anyway, it looks nice. The performance was sort of, you know, in the middle, according to Annette. So that's what it is, 18 shades with, it says here, full intensity pigment. According to Annette, it was not that much full intensity, at least when it comes to the shimmer formula. But feel free to check out her video on her channel about that. Okay, we're moving on to the next thing, and that is another sneak peek of a new release that is coming from Honey Drip Cosmetics. Yes, that is coming on June 10th. And we are having here, as of right now when I'm filming this, of course, the first 2 shades. Honestly, it looks like the left shade in the top row that could be just a silver and could also be one of the shades that is already being revealed. But I think it's really the ones in the middle that we are seeing here, the gold and the light pinkish shade. So yeah, so that's what it is. I'm going to, of course, update you once I know more. Then we have another new release to talk about, or a sneak peek of a new brand for me, which is Heather Lou Cosmetics. And she is coming out with one of 2 new collaboration palettes. So there's another one coming, and this is the first one. And I don't have a name for this or anything. I just see the shade name. So there's Unicorn, Fresh, Mini, Angel, Meadow, Waves, Petal, Tropic. I really don't know what to make out of this to like sort of sense a color scheme or something. But that is coming from Heather Lou Cosmetics. So of course, as always, I'm going to try to update you as soon as I know something. So the next thing that I wanted to talk about is actually super exciting. This is from Luana Cosmetics, and this is the Lioness Grip Lash Glue. That could be super, super exciting for me. Sweeties, I'm wearing lashes almost every day. There's probably one day a week or so that I'm not wearing lashes, but I could be the perfect person to test something like this, you know? You know what I mean? So yeah, so it says here, this is the premium lash glue Lioness Grip. It dries invisible, it's waterproof, it dries in seconds, it's strong for 24 hours, all day hold, and it retails for $10. That sounds amazing. That sounds absolutely amazing, and it's available now. That is, I would kind of really like to try this. Now it dries in seconds. If you are new to putting on lashes, that could be a little bit like really putting the pressure on for you if it dries down in seconds. But for me, I think I'm doing this now for like over a year and almost every day, as I just said. So I kind of feel that I'm okay with putting on lashes. I would really like to try this. Luana Cosmetics. Okay, very good, very intrigued. The next thing, also super beautiful, is the new palette coming from Copacetic Cosmetics. This is how she looks, the Butterfly Kisses palette. Super pretty. This I'm going to try to get. This is definitely, you know, you have seen me on my channel with the 2 palettes that I have from Copacetic Cosmetics already. Tried on my channel, showed you, reviewed, whatever. I love that brand. I love the formula. It worked super well for me. I'm going to try to get my hands on this palette. This is launching on May 31st, and I don't have a price, but I think last time those palettes, those 9-pan palettes, were around $35. Now I gotta say again, 9-pan palettes is not my my thing that I go for, obviously. But when it comes to brands that I already love and I want to support and I'm convinced of or about, then I'm definitely going to go ahead and do this, because this looks really, really nice. And it's sort of, you know, it has this soft thing going, like romantic soft, a little bit like dusty. Does one say that? I don't know. It kind of feels like there's like a little layer of dust over it to make it a little bit more not harsh and not too bright. And I love this. It's really, really pretty, super well done, lovely. Yeah, so I'm definitely going to try to get this for myself. Now we're going to move on to another 9-pan palette. This is the Gem Casket. Is it Gem Casket? Really? Gem Casket. Yeah, that's another beauty brand, and this is called Gem Casket, and this is the new release. Now, do I have a name of this palette? I'm not sure. If I have one, by the time I'm editing, I'm going to put it here on the screen. I think this is actually really, really cute, you know? There's also this thing going on with a, you know, a matte and a corresponding shimmer. I really, really like this, besides the black and the purple, of course, but the other shades, and there's of course the champagne shade there, but the other shades are sort of, you know, the orange and the green and the yellow. I kind of really, really like this. I think it makes my makeup game, I like it. Let's just put it that way. So this is coming soon. I don't have a price or anything else. Okay, next thing is from What a Drag UK. That is another beauty brand. Let me just double check. What a Drag. Yeah, that's what it's called. And they're coming out with the newest release, which looks like this. And this is actually, sweeties, this looks phenomenal. This looks absolutely phenomenal. Now, again, I'm not 100% sure with these collapsible kind of palettes, that sort of where the shades collapse on top of each other, if that is a good idea, if that works, or if they spill into each other and make a mess and sort of ruin each other by being like, by raining or I don't know, into each other. But anyway, color scheme wise, it looks absolutely beautiful. I love it. I love this. I love it. Yeah, What a Drag. I love this palette. It's really pretty. So there are 24 high pigmented shades in huge pans. It says here, in huge pans, to give you endless possibilities for getting creative. I'm all up for this. Super, super nice. It will retail for close to £30, and this is going to be scheduled to release in June. Yeah, really, really beautiful. Love it. Both sides have their own thing going on that I absolutely love. It's beautiful. I would really love to try this. Okay, next thing is from La Roche Cosmetics, and that is not the La Roche Cosmetics, the high-end La Roche Cosmetics. This is a different La Roche Cosmetics. So anyway, this is coming soon. I only have this sneak peek as of right now of the palette. This looks cute. Sweeties, this has potential. I kind of really, really like this. If I have more information by the time I finish editing, or before I finish editing, I'm gonna still put this up here, but if not, then later on, of course, in the following videos next week or whenever, I'm going to tell you how this palette is going to look, what it's going to be called, when it's coming. I, as of right now, have no idea, only that it's coming soon. And as of right now, I think this is going to be cute. All right, the next thing is from Erica's Vanity, and there is a little sneak peek of what is coming next month in June. So yeah, so here we have her anniversary palette. I think this palette is going to be called Let's Celebrate, and I think it is for her birthday. Now, I don't know if it's the brand birthday or if it is her own personal birthday. I don't know, but anyway, it again, what can I see? I can't just see shades of gray, right? It looks like there's not going to be pressed glitters in it. It looks like it's nice shade range from light to dark. That's really all I can know. And of course, all the, you know what? There is one shade that is called Big 30. So it must be her personal 30th birthday, probably. So congratulations. This is probably going to be really, really cute. And I'm going to, of course, update you on this one. Okay, there is Drama V Cosmetics. That is another brand that we want to talk about. And they're coming out with the new Mermaid eyeshadow palette. This is coming soon. Definite Morphe vibes going on. Definitely. I don't know, besides the decoration around the palette, if I see much mermaid in there. Now, when I think about mermaid, I think about light blue, light purple, teal, turquoise, I don't know, stuff like that. Maybe even yellow or something, or green. This is not what I think about when I think mermaid at all. But I don't know. You can correct me if you think differently about this, but anyway, this is like what I think when I think mermaid. I think like what was the whole color scheme of Ariel, the Little Mermaid from Disney, you know? This is, you know, I'm pretty simple that way. That's what I think. And yeah, so this doesn't vibe mermaid with me, but it's a cute palette. I think the shades in general are a little bit repetitive maybe, and also I would have liked to see a little bit more, like when you, for example, look in the top right corner, it looks, at least here from the picture, it could of course close up or whatever, also swatches, maybe it could look completely different. This can be absolutely misleading, so I don't want to say anything bad about the palette, but I kind of wish that there would have been a little bit more variety, you know, variety in the sense of maybe having a few lighter shades also, a few more lighter shades in the palette. But anyway, so this is coming from Drama V Cosmetics. It's a nice palette nonetheless. It just doesn't vibe with me as being a mermaid palette in, you know, in that regard. Okay, the next thing is a sneak peek from Out Cosmetics. Another new brand. Out Cosmetics is sneak peeking this new product. This is a new metallic liquid eyeshadows releasing very soon. I don't have a price and I don't know a date. I'm not so much into liquid eyeshadows as of right now. I've only tried it once though, and it was okay, but I wasn't thrilled about it. You know, I like my normal stuff. I feel safe with my normal stuff. Would I be against trying it out again? Absolutely not. I would absolutely do that. But yeah, so this is coming. It looks like a silver, a blue, a yellow, and of course like a orangey kind of a leaning shade. So that's what it is, and this is coming. Okay, Prisma Cosmetics. Prisma Cosmetics is coming out with the Layla palette. Now this is cute. This is of course a bit of a pastel-y leaning palette, and as of right now I'm working with my next pastel palette that I have here in my collection, and I still have some that I haven't even touched yet, but right now I'm working with the Tokyo palette from Nomad Cosmetics. This is, of course, I think it's my second look with that palette, and it kind of reminds me of this Layla palette here. So it's cute. It retails for $25. It's 20 pastel colors. It's available now, and it's a very, very nice soft toned spring and summer palette. Nothing wrong with it. Really, really cute. Okay, and then we're already at the last release. Thank God. I'm making it through. It is, you know, it's really, really crazy these days. Okay, so this is a new release. This is coming, and I don't even know. I think this is from Makeup Depot. Makeup Depot USA, and this is coming, the Bonita palette. And I think, when is this coming? On the 15th of June, I think. Now this looks really, really nice. I've been eyeing that brand too, because as you know, I want to try out brands that are affordable, because I think that makes sense, and just, you know, for everybody's checkbook or bank account, it just makes sense to try out brands that are affordable, that give you a lot, that last you a long time. I'm all for that, you know. I'm also not buying any clothes that are expensive. All my clothes that you see here, or let's say 98% of my clothes, are secondhand. I'm even buying shoes secondhand. I'm buying my handbags secondhand. I think it is very, very important that we sort of balance out this thing that there is such a shift towards high-end in the beauty community and also in fashion, and I kind of want to sort of counterbalance that a little bit with what I'm doing, not because I want to be contrary, but because I want to show you that the other thing is okay too. You know, we do not need to be we do not all need to be high-end. You know what I mean? I have nothing that is high-end really, or luxury or stuff like this, and I'm still alive, I'm still pretty, I'm still happy, and I'm still thriving, you know? So just saying that I'm all for trying this. The color scheme looks super, super nice. So yeah, so that is coming in the middle of June, and of course, as soon as I know a whole picture or anything, I will update you on that one. Okay, sweeties, so this is it for today. We made it through. I hope you had some fun here, spending some girlfriend time with me. And besides that, of course, let me know what you think about the releases. And of course, you can always tag me on Instagram if you think, well, this is something that Leorah should talk about, or I would like to see what she has to say about it, or maybe just like in a private chat. Just so you know, sometimes it takes me some time to get back to you, because I'm just really I have so much to do right now that sometimes it just takes me a day or two to get back to you. It's not because I want to ignore you or something. It's I'm trying my best, but I'm a one-man show and I'm sort of branching out in a lot of things, you know, so I'm covering a lot of ground here. And also I have a super big family that I have to take care of, and 2 hands. God gave me 2 hands. What can I do? Alright, sweeties, this is it. I hope you had fun. Leave me your comments. As I just said, I told you, you will find my makeup in the comment section in a pinned comment. Of course, all the brands in the description box. Please subscribe to my channel on your way out. Don't forget, because we want to grow this channel and we want to be here together. It's just, you know, it's a positive place. I'm not going to like willfully be mean here on my channel or something. So just so you know, you're not getting a lot of tea here. This is a positive place because I need this for my soul and for my I just need it, you know. Yeah. All right, sweeties, this is it, really. And tomorrow will not be a video because we are going to, in Judaism, have a holiday tomorrow. So my next video is going to be next week, and I'm going to see you here for that. And up until then, definitely go ahead and sparkle. Hugs and kisses. Bye.